Hello, everybody. Hi, Jill. I didn't get a chance to type it. Scott, Tracy, everybody else that I haven't said hello to. Even Mike Flynn's playing tonight by the look of it. Well, he plays every night. Uh, got a job yet, Dave? Or are you still on holiday? Yeah. Well, might as well let you know it's as easy as ever tonight. There's no difficult rounds. They're all easy. Well, I got them all right, even if they're wrong. Oh dear. Well, Anne says hello to everybody. It's a virtual wave, so it's just preparing the answer sheet as ever. Right, I'm not sure Steve and Viv are going to. Yeah. I thought that's the case. Man, they join in every now. I know they're doing. They do quite a bit of babysitting at the moment. Yeah. So if I look red in the face, I am talking, Dave. Are you? Are your connections not good? Are you still down in Weymouth? What do you want me to say? Got the gear. I am talking. Hands up, all those who can't hear me. Ho, ho, ho. It's the old ones are the best. It's coming through loud and clear on our telly, so I've got it in the background. So I guess your widget's not working properly, Dave. That's my suggestion. Dear. Anne said reboot. Give him a boot. Give him more than a boot. He needs rebooting every week. He's got gremlins, yeah. Yeah, it's the way he walks. You're boiling a salad, okay. You're always cooking at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. Salad takes even longer to boil. A decent pain. All right. That's why he walks that way. Boom, boom. I said that. Oh, God. I think I'll give up now and go home. Oh, I am home. All right. Let's get going then. This is me in the corner. That's the club still empty. Still don't know whether it's opening on the 17th, but we're not here anyway. Right. I'm going to give you a very, very easy question to start with. Let's get going then. Question number 1. What do the letters FAQ stand for? You see them everywhere these days. What do the letters FAQ stand for? So Foxtrot Alpha Quebec. Just in case you're needing to lip read, Dave. Foxtrot Alpha Quebec. So that was question 1. We've kicked off tonight. Question 2. In Greek mythology, what was the name of the winged horse? In Greek mythology, what was the name of the winged horse? Question number 3. Whose chef's autobiography is entitled Humble Pie? Whose chef's autobiography is entitled Humble Pie? Question number 4. In which year in the 80s did pound coins replace pound notes in the UK? So in which year in the 80s did pound coins replace pound notes in the UK? Question 5. Who is Jim Davis's most famous cartoon creation? Question 5. Who is Jim Davis's most famous cartoon creation? Still going strong today, that one. Question number 6. What international health and beauty chain was founded in Brighton in 1976? And again, it's still going strong today. What international health and beauty chain was founded in Brighton in 1976? Question number 7, now 50-50. Which is the oldest football club in London, Tottenham or Fulham? So 50-50, which is the oldest football club in London? Is it Tottenham or is it Fulham? Question number 8. On which British island would you find the Great Wheel of Laxey, Laxey? So on which British island would you find the Great Wheel of Laxey, Laxey? Question number 9, another 50-50. What was the Beatles' first ever UK number 1? Was it Love Me Do or Please Please Me? So what was the Beatles' first ever UK number 1? Was it Love Me Do or Please Please Me? Question number 10. What is the best-selling copyright book of all time? Do not put the Bible because it's not a copyright book as such. So what is the best-selling copyright book of all time? And as I said, it is not the Bible. It is something else. So here we go, recap time for you. Question 1, what do the letters FAQ stand for? In Greek mythology, what was the name of the winged horse? Whose chef's autobiography is entitled Humble Pie? Which year of the 80s did pound coins replace pound notes in the UK? Who is Jim Davis's most famous cartoon creation? What international health and beauty chain was founded in Brighton in 1976? Which is the oldest football club in London? Is it Tottenham or Fulham? On which British island would you find the Great Wheel of Laxey? What was the Beatles' first ever UK number one? Love Me Do or Please Please Me? And finally, question 10. What is the best-selling copyright book of all time? Give you a few seconds on those. Nice to see it's still light. Where are we? 8:15. Yeah, about 8:30 now. Right, here we go then. Answer time. And he's becoming poised to do her part. Let's take those off. Answers to round one. So obviously FAQ.
Did you see that bit where
No.
Dave said he's joined you at question 5?
No, I haven't. Because I don't do it on that bit. Where are you, Dave? It says I'm getting now. So I'm out this week.
What?
I've joined at question 5. Hi, Dave. I'll put the questions back up on the screen for the first bit, so you can do it. So, what do the letters FAQ stand for? In Greek mythology, what was the name of the winged horse whose chef's autobiography is entitled Humble Pie? Which year in the 80s did pound coins replace pound notes in the UK?
He's with you now.
You with me?
Of course.
Okay. Well done, Dave. I'll catch up myself. Right. Okay, let's go for the answers again. So, frequently asked questions, FAQ. Pegasus was the name of the winged horse. The chef's autobiography, Humble Pie, is Gordon Ramsay. 1988 was the year that pound coins replaced pound notes. Jim Davis's most famous cartoon creation is Garfield. The Body Shop was founded in Brighton in 1976. Fulham is the oldest club in London. The Great Wheel of Laxey you will find on the Isle of Man. Please Please Me in February 1963 was the first Beatles number one. And the best-selling copyright book of all time is the Guinness Book of Records. If you put the World of Records, I think it's now changed its name, but something like that. You know what you mean. I'm not there to check the answers, but yeah, Guinness Book of Records, something similar. So, normal procedure. Ping the scores through, and Anne is ready with poised pen. Sorry, didn't mean to sing, because I can't. Or cough. Let's get rid of that. Right. Round 2. Quite straightforward. All of the answers are only 4 letters. General knowledge, but all of the answers only have 4 letters. So if you've got a 5-letter answer or something different, you're wrong. Hopefully this is fairly straightforward. So here we go then. Round 2, question number 1. Granny and sheepshank are both types of what? Granny and sheepshank are both types of what? Can't start much easier than that. Question number 2. Which palindromic pop group had 9 number ones in the UK? Which palindromic pop group had 9 number ones in the UK? Question number 3. Which letter in the Greek alphabet means a tiny amount? Which letter in the Greek alphabet means a tiny amount? Remember, you're looking for a 4-letter answer. Question number 4. If 25 equals silver and 50 equals gold, what does 40 equal? So a little bit of a conundrum for you, make you think. If 25 equals silver and 50 equals gold, what does 40 equal? 4-letter answer. Question number 5. From which plant is linen obtained? From which plant is linen obtained? I suppose technically it could be a tree, but question number 6. What was designed by Alex Insignia and launched in 1959? What was designed by Alex Insignia and launched in 1959? And Insignia is Insigionia, if it helps you. But what was designed by Alex Insignia, I'm giving up now, and launched in 1959? Question number 7. Into which sea does the River Jordan empty? So, into which sea does the River Jordan empty? Question number 8. To which flower family does the garlic belong? So, to which flower family does the garlic belong? Question number 9. What is the name of the Roman counterpart of the Greek goddess Hera? That's spelled Hiera. So what is the name of the Roman counterpart of the Greek goddess Hera? And finally, question number 10 in this round. In which Irish county can you kiss the Blarney Stone? In which Irish county can you kiss the Blarney Stone? So hopefully all of your answers in this round have had 4 letters to them. They may not be right, but you've all got them. Okay. Round 2. No answers. Take those off. Put that there. Right. So, recap time. Granny and Sheepshank are both times of what? What palindromic pop group had 9 number 1s in the UK? Which letter in the Greek alphabet means a tiny amount? If 25 equals silver and 50 equals gold, what does 40 equal? 5. From which plant is linen obtained? 6. What was designed by Alex Insignia and launched in 1959? 7. Into which sea does the River Jordan empty? 8. To which flower family does the garlic belong? 9. What is the name of the Roman counterpart of the Greek goddess Hera? And 10. In which Irish county can you kiss Kiss the Blarney Stone. Give you a little while on that. And just by magic, he appears. Just by magic, he can disappear just as quick. You see the red face. He's not drinking, Bernie. It's windswept from being on the south coast down in Devon. Pink wing tan. Right. Let's give you some answers then.
Scott saying number 6 should be Alec
Isigonia. Isigonia. Is that wrong then? That's what I had. I didn't check it. But hopefully you know what it is, whether I've got the name right or wrong. Right, so here we go. So Granny and Sheepshank are both types of knot. The palindromic pop group is ABBA. The Greek alphabet, which means a tiny amount, is iota. If 25 equals silver, well, its wedding anniversary is 50 equals gold. What does 40 equal? That's ruby. The linen is obtained from flax. It was mini, whether he's in Sigonia, insignificant, or any other name. It was launched in 1959. I was looking for Mini, or the Mini. Mini was the answer. Into which sea does the river Jordan empty? It's the Dead Sea. Garlic belongs to the lily family. Juno was the Greek goddess, the opposite of Hera. And if you're in Cork, you can kiss the Blarney Stone. So there we go. Put those up. I think that was quite tough in places. I don't know. See when the scores come through. And always gives me a shake of the head or nod if it was okay. Julian's got 9, so yeah, that's my guideline. Well done, Julian. Anyone got 11? I try to vary it around sometimes, as you know, so just to make it a little bit more interesting. What's that? And smiling at something, so.
Said it should have been
Insigonis. Oh, okay. So I put an A instead of an S. Sorry. I don't know. So I type it, remember? Right. Who are you waiting for? Who you lost?
Oh no, I've got them all.
No, it's all right. Anne's got them all. It's okay, don't worry. Right, okay. Now then, I'm hoping. I know pictures are a bit faded on some of your things, so this may not be easier, but so pictures this week they're all headlines in newspapers. Some of them are quite old, so they may look a bit faded. I've tried to brighten them up as much as I can. They're a bit deep. There are 12, and all I want is the year it happened. So, and I'm going to be quite kind. You can have half a point for a year either side of the event. Some of them are very straightforward. Others, as like everything, it's a guess. So hopefully they'll all come out on your screen. That's the danger. So here we go. Let's get rid of me. So the first one is the year that John Lennon was shot dead. The second one is it's Einstein is dead. So what year did Einstein die? Everest is conquered. It's the third one. The US go to war. That's in the Second World War. The next one is I can't read it now.
Which one have you got?
Number 4. 5. Yeah, 5, sorry.
James Dean.
James Dean, yeah, James Dean died. The next one, obviously, is the Twin Towers. It's Joe, so Joe Biden, and it's the actual year he actually becomes president. So his inauguration. Elvis dies. It's the wedding of Charles and Diana. Then we got What Horse? That was the last time that Red Rum won the national. What year did Man Walk on the Moon? And another. This time it's Charles and Camilla. What year did they get married? So hopefully you can see them all. And looking at them on television, I think they're relatively clear on telly. And yeah. So they're just very small on my screen. I remember I walk off about a quarter size screen. So I'll shut up and I'll let you get on those. So it's guess the year, and I'll give you half a point if you're either side. Either way. Bye. I just will add one thing. 2 of them happened in the same year. No, in fact, there are 2 lots. There are 2 answers for the same year. So don't think that they're all different years, because they're not. If you get my drift. So you will only have 10 different years, I think. Hello, you can't see me, but you can hear me. Hopefully, it's not going too bad. 2 minutes, and we'll go through the answers. Don't forget, you'll only have 10 different answers, and we will. What was I going to say? Yeah, we will give you half a point if you're 1 year out. Either way, can't be fairer than that. Yeah, your connection's not been good tonight, has it, Dave? It must be. I think what you probably need to do is probably piggyback off of Mike's connection. You can probably reach over there if he's on Virgin. I'm sure mine does the whole neighbourhood. All right, I think we're coming up to answer time. Something different again for you. Hopefully, here we go. Put me there. Take pictures off. Okay, let's go for the answers. So, the first one was 1980. The second one, Einstein died in 55. Everest was 1953, same year as the coronation. December 41, when America entered World War II. James Dean was 1955 as well. What's from?
Dave says thanks for giving him the image of piggybacking Mike.
Sorry, number 6. 2001, 20 years ago, the Twin Towers were hit by airplanes. Obviously, Joe Biden was this year, his inauguration, 2021. 1977, when Elvis died. 1981, when Princess Di and Charles got married. 1977 was Red Rum. 1969 was Man on the Moon. And 2005, when Charles and Camilla got married. So again, guess a year, half a point, 1 year out. It's all right. We get to about half time and I start looking around. This is normally the time the cat comes in and wants to jump on the computer. But it's not dark yet, so he's obviously still hunting. Right, let's take those answers down. Where's the club? So has anybody applied for the job up the club since James has departed? The information I have that it is going to be centre manager and not running the bar and not running the cafe, but don't know. Who knows? Right, let's get on with the quiz then. Round 4 tonight. Question number 1. What was the first capital of England? It's obviously now London, but it wasn't originally. So, what's that? Oh, sorry. And screen's just disappeared. Question 1. What was the first capital of England? Question number 2. In which year did Roger Federer win his first Wimbledon title? It was in the early 2000s. So I'll give you a bit of a clue. But in which year did Roger Federer win his first Wimbledon title? It was in the early 2000s. Narrows it down a bit. I just, if I read this question out to you, it won't make a lot of sense because I put 3 froms in it. I don't know when I was typing. From what can you get Lyme disease? That's what it should have said, but I actually wrote, from what can you get from Lyme disease from? So from what can you get Lyme disease? Lyme.
I think I lost Jill on that last one.
Anne says she's lost Jill. Hello, Jill.
Didn't
Have
we,
you got a score?
for the last one?
Have you got a score for your pictures for Guess the Year? Anne says she's not got a score come through. So it was out of 20, Jill. So if you get 20, only joking, it's out of 12. Glossectomy. Glossectomy is the removal of all or part of which body part? Glossectomy, Glossectomy, is the removal of all or of part of which body part? All you medical people, hopefully you know that one. Question number 5. Which planet has the most moons? Which planet has the most moons? I think in recent years it might have changed as they discovered more moons. But so question 5, which planet has the most moons? Question number 6. Name the river that runs through Cambridge. Question 6. Name the river that runs through Cambridge. The answer is in the question, as always. Question number 7. Which character lived at Scatterbrook Farm? Which character lived at Scatterbrook Farm? Question number 8. What does a chronometer measure? What does a chronometer measure? Question number 9. Here's one we all probably played at some stage. Which game, first released in 1967, consists of a plastic tube, a number of plastic rods called straws, and a number of marbles? So which game, first released in 1967, consists of a plastic tube, a number of plastic rods called straws, and a number of marbles? And finally, question number 10 in this round. Who is missing from this lineup? Brian May, Freddie Mercury, John Deacon. So who is missing from this lineup? Brian May, Freddie Mercury, John Deacon. Right. So here we go then. What was the first capital of England? In which year did Roger Federer win his first Wimbledon title in the early 2000s? From what get Lyme disease? It's not rats. Glossectomy is the removal of all or part of which body part? Which planet has the most moons? Name the river that runs through Cambridge. Which character lived at Scatterbrook Farm? 8. What does a chronometer measure? 9. Which game first released in 1967 consists of a plastic tube, number of plastic rod called straws, and the number of marbles? And who is missing from this lineup? Brian May, Freddie Mercury, John Deacon. When the answers come up, you'll see I've got the wrong name up. And then that's me. So I'll leave you for those for a minute.
Still haven't got a result from Jill for the last round. So.
Jill, are you still with us? You've typed it in, have you?
What?
Type into Jill, say. Unless she's disappeared. Sometimes she loses her connection.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're still with us, Jill. And still looking for a score. I don't know whether you've lost connection. I know you do sometimes. Have a bit of trouble. Okay, let's have the answers to that round. As you can see, when you look at 10, I've got the wrong answer. It's not that. Question 1. So Winchester was the original capital, or the first capital of England. Roger Federer was in 2003 when he won his first Wimbledon title. You get Lyme disease from ticks. Glossectomy is the removal of all a part of the tongue. The most moons is Saturn. It used to be Jupiter, but they found a lot of extra moons at Saturn, so Saturn is the answer. Name the river that runs through Cambridge. Well, it's the River Cam. Scatterbrook Farm was the home of Wurzel Gummidge. Chronometer measures time. The game that was released with the number of straws and marbles were Kaplunk. And Brian May, Freddie Mercury, John Deacon, and Roger Taylor, not Brian May, as I put in the answer. Who's missing from this? Brian May, Freddie Mercury, John Deacon. Answer, Brian May. No. No, 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 no. Bear in mind that I had to prepare this quite quickly because we were away for the weekend and I hadn't done too much preparation before we went. But there you go. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. So those are round answers. Okay then. One more round to go tonight and I'll let you people get back to your normal lives. Whatever's normal these days. Not far away from it, hopefully. And talking of that, round 5, question number 1. What was the 5-word phrase that the government introduced to help pubs and restaurants last year to get customers? What was the 5-word phrase that the governor introduced to help pubs and restaurants last year to get customers? Got to get it right to get the point. Question number 2. In the latest Aviva advert on TV, what type of shop does a girl crash into in her car? In the latest Aviva advert on TV, what type of shop does a girl crash into in her car? Apologise if you don't watch ITV. Guess at a shop. Question number 3. It's an old quiz question. If you flew due east from New York, which country would you reach first? If you flew due east from New York, which country would you reach first? Question number 4. What is the name of French dish of sliced pan-fried potatoes and thinly sliced onions sautéed in butter with parsley? If I've got that wrong, Scott, you'll soon tell me, and Dave, seeing as you're the master chefs. What is the name of the French dish of sliced pan-fried tomatoes and thinly sliced onions sautéed in butter with parsley. Question number 5. If you had anti-cibum, which is spelled ANTECIBUM, on a prescription, what does this refer to? If you had anti-cibum, CIBUM, on a prescription, what does this refer to? It's an action.
Scott says you said potatoes first and tomatoes second.
What?
The slice.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Sliced pan-fried potatoes and thinly sliced onions, not tomatoes. It's been a long weekend, Scott. I've been windswept. I've made lots of mistakes. One of them was probably doing a quiz. So what is the name of the French dish of sliced pan-fried potatoes and thinly sliced onions sautéed in butter with parsley? 5. If you had anti-cibum on a prescription, what does this refer to? Question 6. In the cleaning tool Q tips, what does the Q stand for? So in the cleaning tool Q tips, what does the Q stand for? Debatable, I suppose. Question 7. In which modern day country is the ancient city of Troy? In which modern day country is the ancient city of Troy? Question number 8. Which 2009 film was based on a novel Q&A by Indian author Vikas Swarup? So, question 8. Which 2009 film was based on a novel Q&A by Indian author Vikas Swarup? Swarup. Question 9. Julie Walters played Adrian Mole's mother in the TV series, but was replaced by which Eurovision winning pop singer in the later series? So question 9. Julie Walters played Adrian Mole's mother in the TV series, but was replaced by which Eurovision winning pop singer in the later series? And finally, your last question tonight. The gill, or gill, is a measurement of volume. What fraction of a pint is it? The gill, or gill, it must be a gill, mustn't it? The gill is a measurement of volume. What fraction of a pint is it? So here we go then. So what was the 5-word phrase that the government introduced to help pubs and restaurants last year to get customers? In the latest Aviva advert on TV, what type of shot does a girl crash into her car into? If you flew due east from New York, which country would you reach first? What is the name of the French dish of sliced pan, fried whatevers, potatoes and thinly sliced onions sautéed in butter and parsley? If you had anti-cibum on a prescription, what does this refer to? In the cleaning tool Q-tips, what does Q stand for? In which modern day country is the ancient city of Troy? Which 2009 film was based on a novel Q&A by author Vikas Swarup? Julie Walters played Adrian Mole's mother in the TV series, but was replaced by which Eurovision winning pop singer in the later series? And finally, the gill is a measurement of volume. What fraction of a pint is it? give you a minute on those, then we'll give you some answers and we'll all disappear. Well, go something like that. Should really put that on when I'm talking, but you've probably seen enough of me anyway. Okay. Let's go for it. Last round tonight. Here come your answers. And here we go. So the 5-word phrase was eat out to help out. In the TV advert, what type of shop does a girl crash into a car into? It's a pet shop. Pets are everywhere. Lizards and whatever go flying. If they can fly. If you flew due east from New York, which country you reached first? Portugal. They're Lyonnaise potatoes, sliced pan-fried potatoes and onions. Anti-Cybum on a prescription, it's before meals. So before meals. Q stands for quality. In Q-tips, the modern-day city of Troy is in Turkey. The book based on Q&A by Vikas Swarup, or the film, is Slumdog Millionaire. Lulu was the who took over as Adrian Mole's mother in the later TV series. And what fraction of a pint is it? It's a quarter of a pint, or I suppose 0.25 if you converted to decimalisation. But a quarter of a pint is the answer, 0.25. So that's your lot for tonight. I will endeavour to do worse next week. So let's get rid of that. Let's do that. No, don't do that. Let's put me in here. There we go. Look, by magic. So there you go. You can see all of me now if you really want to. As you can see, a bit red around the face. I'm sure Dave is as well, from being windswept down on the south coast. Anne's busy doing the last bits of the scores. So yeah. So the new job up the club, I believe, and I don't know whether Linda's found out anymore, but I gathered we were told that James' position is purely to be centre manager, which I do believe leads. Remember, who's running the cafe, but I think it probably leaves Hugh running the bar. Thanks. That's what it seems like at the moment. If there's any change on that, we'll let you know. Don't know if there's any news from Scott on the club over in Hucklecote reopening, but I assume it's going to be the 17th or thereabouts, and whether the quizzes are going to reconvene over there at some time. We have no news on quizzes and stuff at present for the Churchdown club, but I will keep you posted as much as I can. Anyway, thank you one and all for tonight as usual. Sorry if it's been a bit mishap from my end, but you wouldn't expect anything different. It's the normal fun, and quickly tallying up the last few bits of scores. Let's go back onto this screen, see what's happening. Yes, yeah. 17th of May, no news on quiz dates. All right, here we go. Scores on the doors. And yeah, we must have lost Jill somewhere along the line. I'll probably bored her. And in last place tonight, we have Dave and Liz. So he's having a bit of problem tonight with 32. In 7th place,
I think it was
what's
the
that?
last round.
Oh, the last round, yeah. The last round was quite tough for everybody. Scott and Tracy on 7th with 33.5. In 6th place, 34.5, we had Linda and Mike. In 5th place with 35, we had Mick and Pauline. In 4th place, 36, Andy and Sue. In joint 2nd, 36.5, we had Chris and Bernie. Well done. And Julian with 39.5 points, our winner. Obviously, quite a tough quiz tonight. I make no apologies for that. Sometimes it is harder than others. I try and gauge it, but there we go. Thanks, one and all. I will endeavour to see you all next week, same time, same place, and yeah, hopefully it's not too long before we can all meet again. That will be so much nicer than having to talk to myself on a screen. But anyway, great. Thanks a lot. Good night, and it's good night from us. Yay. Good. So quiz books. Yeah. Scott, yeah, I did get quite a few quiz books from Jill. In fact, so many so it's not a problem. I've got a whole wodge of quiz books. Obviously, some of them just need to be updated, but majority of the quiz questions in there. And the round on 4-letter words came from that tonight, so no problem. That was the idea that came from that one. So yeah, we are now sorted. And anyway, thanks everybody, and good night. We are now ending.